On this edition of Culture, this seafood-loving girl from Maryland got an insider's look at Red's best at Boston Fish Pier with one of the best, Sal Bramante of Sal's Fresh Seafood. If you know Boston seafood, then you know that the name Bramante is synonymous with one of Beantown's oldest trades. For as long as anyone can remember, and with a strong tie to this very day, the Bramante family has plied the waters off Massachusetts as proud, independent fishermen. Let's meet Sal, a modern-day fishmonger catering to the national surge in sustainability in the farm-to-table movement, known in the fish biz as locally landed. Sal Bramante, thanks so much for bringing us downtown Boston today to where it's all happening in the fish trades here.
Every day goes on like this. And it's changed over the years too. This probably was a slow day, only 15, 20 years ago.
Wow.
Now it's a busy day.
Well, the seaport has changed dramatically, and the demand is ever higher with more high-end restaurants, independent restaurants, and you've been working this pier since you were 8 years old.
Right, long time with my family, my cousins, everybody. We all, from day one, we just were brought here and came in our hearts and can't get away from it.
Well, describe to us what's happening right now.
They're unloading a boat right now. They're unloading ocean perch, some gray sole right now, and there'll be other items on the boat too. And what they're doing is they're culling out, there's some haddock mixed in, they're culling out these different species, weighing them into 100-pound totes, and from here it goes to the other process. We'll buy from Atlantic Coast here. They'll buy and they'll go to their establishment where they send them all whole to New York or fillet to the restaurant. So all this stuff here will be processed between this morning, by tonight, be ready for more boats tomorrow morning.
Now, you were telling me an interesting story because, so everyone watching is familiar with the tragic tale of the perfect storm. And you were raised with 6 brothers and
Those are six
uncles,
yeah,
6
yeah,
uncles,
yeah.
and your grandmother, for fear of losing some of the family when they went out fishing with 3 brothers and three brothers. They were never allowed to fish all together.
No, that way, God forbid if anything, she'd lose the whole family. She'd lose all the.
But you never lost any.
None. No, thank God. No. There was a few close calls, but everybody came back.
Well, what's really interesting, and now we're going to stroll down to this boat. You have many restaurants to your credit that you cater to. And one of my clients that I'm working with is Republic, for example, in Manchester, New Hampshire. And how does that differ from, say, the larger grocery stores? What is the current trend in the food industry? Because in this farm-to-table movement, we know that we're talking about farmers and their livestock, their chickens,
Right.
their lamb, their beef. But people are going, look, farm-to-table seafood? What are you talking about?
Well, like in a situation with a boat like this, when the first day without fishing, he's only been out a few days, but the first day's catch to last night's catch, it's still just as fresh, but that last night's catch is the freshest. Those tend to go for a little bit more money and go to the higher end restaurants.
And people are willing to pay,
Right.
make no mistake.
Where all the other product has to go somewhere, so it goes into the production of the supermarkets or a small little place that's a fish and chip that it's going to fry it up. But more of these of the Republics and the high-end restaurants, they're not frying it; they're baking it or
Sauteing.
Yeah, so they need something
Poaching.
the best they can get.
Now, the other thing that's interesting, speaking of Edward Allows, who owns Republic, is that for his means, he is so into local that he doesn't even really on the whole sell shrimp because he wants everything from a certain perimeter of ocean. He doesn't want to go, further out than 50
South
miles
Florida.
from Maine to Cape Cod.
Right. He wants to stay Gulf of Maine to the Cape and the Islands. Right in there. And anything south of there, he's not interested. and it comes up just as what he wants. Everything that comes right off these boats, this morning and then to him this afternoon. So a lot of the fish that was coming out now has already gone to the stores, to processing plants to be processed while they're still on load. They don't wait for the last fish. A truck will come and pick up, 2,000 pounds, 1,000 pounds, and off they go.
So when I am at the restaurant and I see those little signs next to the specials of the day for seafood, those are actually the names of the boats that they came off of?
Right. This is the Olympia here. This was one of my family's boats back in the 80s. And it was named after my aunt who had passed away. And the skipper that was running it, he purchased it. He's still running it. He still comes and unloads here to my cousins. So it's trust and
family bonds.
Right, and respect for each other. And like this boat that some of the fish are going to come off of for Ed today is the Grace Marie. So I'll have a boat name and when it came in and where it fished.
Well, what I think is
sustainability is the whole
sustainability, right? Because obviously, if you don't sustain what you have, there won't be any fish to catch.
Generation, right? You got to keep it going.
Now, what's incredible about all this, more so, is that you come down here week in and week out from the lakes region of New Hampshire. People say you must be some kind of cray-cray.
Yeah. The ride now, I'm so used to it after 25 years of doing that.
So you love, obviously, the peace and quiet of New Hampshire.
Yeah, the peace and quiet of New Hampshire, and then best of both worlds. The lakes region with the lakes and the mountains, and it's God's country. Then you come here and you're right on the ocean, and kind of get your fix, and you're back up north again.
People in Boston probably think, well, I didn't know they had good restaurants in New Hampshire. Hello.
Yeah, very good, and people.
And you service them.
Yep, and the farm to table.
We're in your way. Come on through.
And the farm to table is definitely.
Does this guy know everyone here?
Yeah, he's been here since he was like this. Yeah, the restaurants really want the best produce. They want the best beef. They want the best chickens. And why not the best fish? It should be that way. And it's available if they get hooked up with the right fishmonger or to get in the right connections. It's here.
Well, let's talk about some of the fish. We talked about ocean perch.
Yeah.
What are some of the other varieties that you get?
They were taken off here today. They were taking off ocean perch. They were taking off haddock. They were taking off.
Haddock's a favorite, right?
Yep. Cod. Now cod, there is a lot of limitations and restrictions.
Almost an endangered species, right?
No, it's monitored real close. That part of it is monitored close. It's available. You have to pay the price now for it, but boats are only allowed to catch X amount of quota, which is okay too. So if they're in an area where the cod is and they're out of cod quota, well, then they may have to move on to a different area just to stay out of that area, so they're not, just taking more than they're supposed to get. So.
Where am I right now?
We're in Red's Best.
Red's Best is its own company.
Its own company, yep. Jared Allenback started the company, and you see he's shipping out all the fish. That's going just by looking at some of the names.
Hey, I'll swipe that bag of oysters. So when you get your orders, and here's your order sheet. When you see your orders, you're going to come in here and get the finished product to take to your clients.
Yeah.
So when it says it's tagged, and you'll sometimes send pictures of tags, what does that look like?
I'll show you that. I'll be careful right behind you. Sorry. This is where all the fish is brought in from the boats. from the auction.
Wow, so it's not even been processed yet.
These are all scallops. That's a 50-pound bag of scallops. Those are Dabo scallops.
Oh my gosh.
And then you got, now this came from the auction, Stroud Haddock. The vessel was the Bantry Bay and it landed in Gloucester.
Oh, that's the code. I see GLL.
Yeah, yeah, for Gloucester. And that's a smaller mid-sized haddock. Called a Stroud Haddock.
So that's what a haddock looks like. I'm only seeing what the fillets look like in the store.
And if you look at the haddock, we were always told that every haddock has a unique thumbprint from the maker above. Every haddock.
Very
Like
cool.
a fingerprint.
Oh, I see. That is so cool. Gordon, look at that. See, there's the thumbprint right there where his thumb is.
Well, we believe our creator stuck
Very,
the ocean.
very cool.
But every haddock has that unique thumbprint.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Definitely want waterproof shoes when you work in the fish district.
These are monk livers. The liver from the monk fish.
What do they do with those?
Those go to Japan.
The Oriental, the Asians really do like the exotic cuts of fish. This place is huge. So good. Give me the commission.
How's my steak? All done?
Yes, sir. That's what they call it, sir.
I called me 200 days.
This is hard. This is labor intensive. I don't think people really understand. And yet, obviously, when you consider the price of fish, no wonder it's what it is.
Right. And there is a lot of labor from being caught, being processed, shipped, trucking. Now there's trucking involved after this. It just goes on and on until it gets to the final end user.
Cost of fuel.
Right.
Etc.
Before a boat leaves the dock, between the fuel, the ice, and the grub, the food, you're looking at about $25,000 in investment before the net hits the water. And they're not guaranteed. It isn't like you're going to go and you have a guaranteed how much is going to come in.
Right, and so when you say those, for example, that those fish livers are going to Asia, that's flight.
Oh yeah, that's got to be packed without ice. It's got to be packed with dry ice.
It's just been a fascinating experience today. Thanks for giving us a tour and giving us an inside peek into what we really eat, because I think that's part of the food farm to table movement, is knowing the story behind your food.
And getting the true feeling of how hard it was, and then when it gets to the public,